Greetings. Here's a quick high-level overview of what's going on. So they call it gangstalking. They're also deploying many different technological programs, messages, voice or text, to people's devices around the targeted individual. And those people are then made to are prompted to use metaphors or concepts when speaking with the targeted individual in order to cast that targeted individual as adversarial or a problem, or to trigger them. They don't even know that they're triggering them, but they're being used. So it's unthinking people. It's not a cult. It's unthinking people doing the bidding of the cult, if that helps you. It helped me to learn that. So like an example might be, let's say you go home and your boots were wet. And so you put your boots on the boot dryer, and then the very next day you speak to somebody who you never speak with at work, who's from a different company, who mentions themselves having to put their boots on the boot dryer, and they set it out of nowhere for no reason whatsoever. That kind of a thing, where you're like, are you watching me? What, are you watching me? And they're not the ones watching you. They just got a data message from somebody who told them to talk to you in that way. This is what happens when you begin to tell the truth, because your truth directly threatens the lives that certain people have built on lies. And so lies threaten, the truth threatens the structure of the lies, right? And unfortunately, it has been my experience that the great majority of people, elected officials, public officials, police officers, etc., have never read the document that their oath is binding them to, the state constitution, because they're not fluent in it enough to abide by it. They break the constitution. And when you begin to say truths like that, they have a problem with it, and they perform this upon you. That's, of course, the problem. But what's the solution? To know that God is greater than anything that conspiracy can do. Another one, and this one has been helping me quite a bit, is to live your life in such a way that the lies that they are telling and the triggers that they are trying to evoke out of you are not possible. Live and be in such a way that the people who are being duped by this cult see the cult for what it is, because you're behaving in a way that's contradictory to what the cult is telling them. Does that make sense? So one solution is to